Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for checking out another episode of Kenny's Record Collection. Today's episode, I'm going to show you exactly where the Misfits got the original Crimson Ghost image from. So in 1977, 78, 79, the Misfits hadn't solidified their image yet. They were like a punk band, but they really didn't have that horror image yet. So it was March of 79. The Misfits were going to play Max's Kansas City. That was one of their spots that they would play all the time. So Danzig designed a poster for that show, and the imagery just came together for it. I'm going to go to my book called Scream With Me right now, which actually has the image on it. This book is a great wealth of information. Everything you want to know about the Misfits is in here, as far as their posters, flyers, different ephemera. So if you can get one of these somewhere, please do. It's out of print. I believe, the Misfits stopped this from being produced anymore. My copy is actually bound upside down. So if you open it, everything is wrong. So you got to flip the book this way. So I'll just go right to this. So this was the Max's Kansas City poster. This that I'm showing you now is the mock-up for the actual poster before it was printed. Now you could see behind the letters of the Misfits logo, you see there's some letters back there. Why are there those letters there? What does that mean? Well, I'm going to show you in a second. That was the poster, March of 79. This is the final version of the poster that came out. I really wish I had one of these. I would love to have it in my collection. But as far as I know, they're unattainable. So now I'll show you exactly where Danzig got the image from. So, for Monsters Only, issue number 5 came out September of 1967. For Monsters Only was made by Cracked magazine. Cracked, as you know, is like Mad magazine. So Cracked put out, it was about 10 issues of a monster magazine, kind of to compete with Famous Monsters of Filmland. Pretty cool artwork on the cover, but the Crimson Ghost image is inside, and I'll get to it right now. Here we go. There it is. Now, if you look at the top, what does that say? It says, "Our new merry mailman, the Crimson Ghost." Very cool. And there's some writing on the bottom, which I cannot read right now. You could try to read it if you want. But yeah, so however Danzig did it, he did the layout. He took this page, laid the Misfits logo over it and the Max's Kansas City stuff with the date, and that was the poster. So to go back to that poster, if you look right there, you see that's the lettering of where it used to say "Our Merry Mailman." So yeah, pretty cool. And back then, the Misfits were still using their original logo, which they used on a lot of flyers and posters. And the logo was on Bullet. And it's also, here we go, it's also on the Horror Business single, which also uses that same exact Crimson Ghost image from Monsters Only number 5 magazine. Really cool. And I was just looking at this magazine. It's not an exact... but if you look at the font, the stylized font, it's very similar to the way Danzig did horror in Horror Business. Everything is a nod to something else. And it's really cool just to see where it comes from. I'm a huge fan of horror and old school, Universal Monsters films and stuff like that. And it's just really interesting to see where everything came from. And also, too, the final Misfits logo that everybody knows and loves comes from this. Famous Monsters of Filmland magazine, which it's still being produced. It's a newer version of the magazine now. The original run was from 1958 to like 1985, I think. Don't quote me on that. But you see, this is where the Misfits got their logo from, which I believe they first used on the Halloween single and, you know, subsequent flyers and everything like that. But really amazing. I love just to see where everything comes from. And, you know, if you have any other information on any of this stuff, please let me know. I would love to hear anything you have to say about it. You know, leave me a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would appreciate it. And yeah, give me a like. Just let me know you're out there. Any conversation you want to have about this stuff, I would love to get into it. This stuff is really a passion of mine. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon.